Good morning, my name's Dr. Jeremy McNulty from New South Wales Health, and I'm here to give an update on COVID in New South Wales for Monday the 8th of November. There were 187 locally acquired cases of COVID reported in New South Wales in the 24 hours to 8 o'clock last night. In the same period, there were 53,000 COVID tests reported. In terms of vaccination across New South Wales, now 93.9% of people aged 16 and over have received their first dose of vaccine and 89.8% were fully vaccinated. In the 12 to 15-year-old age group, 80.1% have had their first dose and 69.4% are now fully vaccinated. Sadly, we're reporting the deaths of 7 people who have been diagnosed with COVID, 4 women and 3 men. 1 person was in their 30s, 1 in their 60s, 1 in their 70s, 3 in their 80s, and 1 person was in their 90s. 2 people were from Albury, 2 from Sydney's inner city, 2 were from southwestern Sydney, and 1 person was from southeastern Sydney. 3 were not vaccinated, 2 people had received 1 dose of COVID vaccine, and 2 people had received 2 doses of vaccine. The 2 people from Albury, a woman in her 80s who had received 1 dose of vaccine, and a woman in her 90s who had received 2 doses of vaccine, died at Mercy Place Aged Care Facility, where they acquired their infection. There have been 8 deaths now linked to this facility. A man in his 80s from south-eastern Sydney died at Prince of Wales Hospital, where he acquired his infection. He was not vaccinated. And a man in his 30s from southwestern Sydney died at Royal North Shore Hospital, and he was not vaccinated. We'd like to express our sincere sympathies and condolences to the family and loved ones of these patients who have sadly died. In terms of hospitalisations, there are currently 264 people diagnosed with COVID in hospital in New South Wales, 48 of whom are in intensive care and 20 who require ventilation. Of the people in intensive care, 38 are not vaccinated, 3 had received 1 dose of vaccine, and 7 have received 2 doses of vaccine. So today, restrictions are easing further for those people who are fully vaccinated in New South Wales, so it's more important than ever that we continue to be COVID safe and practice those good behaviours to help prevent the spread of COVID in the community, and get tested immediately at the first sign of symptoms. Early testing is very important to keep us all safe, even if you've been vaccinated against COVID. So while we've got high vaccination rates, we all need to be vigilant. This includes our 12 to 15-year-olds. It's important we maximise vaccination rates among our children through your GP or pharmacies or state-run clinics. As we move closer to the 90% double dose milestone, it's also important to remember the booster program. So people aged 18 years and over can have a Pfizer booster if they've had 6 months or more since their second dose of vaccine. Remember, COVID has killed over 5 million people internationally, so please come forward for your jab and book in for your booster if you're due for one. Thanks everyone for coming forward for testing if you have even the mildest symptoms and getting vaccinated. It's important we all work together to keep us COVID safe.